Welcome back. As you can see, we are just in one of the rails in the Nether. This is one of the things I've done in the last couple of weeks. So we've got tough bricks, birch wood, that same blue stained glass on the top and bottom. So this one goes to our ocean base. So at the moment I'm just heading back to the village to put away some of our ores. Just did some mining. This game was mainly trying to get a bunch of gold, mainly for the golden carrots, as I don't have a gold farm set up yet. But I don't remember diamonds ever being this easy to acquire. It's like short trip, and I've got almost a stack. That's just way too much. That should be a lot harder to get. I think since they added netherite and updated the caves, everything, all the ores are just a lot easier to get, except for gold. Gold still seems to be pretty rare in comparison. Oh, here's some saplings that I dropped. So, you hop out. Oh, hello, friend. So, this will be a better view. So we put tough bricks on the top and the sides so that we've got something to see, and it gives a bit of a reflection with the glass, and I think that looks quite nice. So that's going to be the wood that we'll use at the ocean bay. So just head back to the village for now, and I'll see you in a bit. Right, we are back. I don't think I've shown you the rings. I'm pretty sure the last time we see it was just the four corners. So let's hop into free cam. So I've completed the inner ring. So this one here, and that's going to be the outer tube I was talking about. So that's going to have flooring, which I think is going to be birch, like birch slabs. Then a kind of wall and roof made out of white stained glass. So that's going to go around all around the outside, and I have no idea what I'm going to do with the center just yet, though this is its current starting point, much different to how it was at the end. And these bits here are going to be the same with the birch, not floor. Yeah, it is a floor. What am I talking about? The birch floor and the white stained glass is going to kind of curve around and meet in with the other side. If we hop back in, let's pick a corner and start building it up. I've got myself disorientated because they all look the same. Right. Start here. I will meet you there. Okay, here we are. I've just kicked off the replay mod, as you can see. So let's get this all started. I do have a bit of a story, as I haven't been playing much Minecraft lately. It's mostly been Battlefield 6, and I've also been working on the paint of one of my cars, as it has quite a few different rust spots. So that's been most of my days as of late. Nothing too crazy with the rust, which is quite lucky. It is mostly, yeah, that's correct. It is mostly just surface level rust, so paint chips, and I shouldn't have broken that. So paint chips end up going down to the paint, and then rusting over from rain and everything like that. So I've been working on getting those fixed up. I've done some of one panel and some of a door, so it's not, I've still got a decent amount to go. There's only a couple big spots that are really an issue. However, there is, oh, that doesn't need to be there. However, there is a couple spots I'm concerned about just above the windscreen, which, if you don't know, if you get rust there, it is very likely, or there's a higher chance that it will turn into a problem with getting leaks, which is not what I want to experience. Oh, come on. There we go. I broke you. There we go. Now it's doing what it's told. So if you've ever dealt with rust on a car, it is not... it's not the quickest thing to repair. Luckily, just down the road I'm able to get colour matched paint mixed up, so it's not the end of the world to get that all worked on and all set up and partially repaired to a point where it's not going to rust on me. I'm not trying to get it perfect. It'll probably never be perfect unless it gets all sanded back and resprayed. Is this 2 blocks up? No, that's still one. That's right, it's 2 blocks there. So you still put the blocks like it is. Bum, bum. Hop into free cam. Yeah, so it's going to be that all the way up, both sides and all corners. So I think it will look quite nice. Block here. So I ended up with, well, I've got a bit of a story with my cars. I had 2, I now only have 1. As one of them had been sitting since 2023, which is not good for a car at all. The best thing for a car is for you to use it and not let it sit, because I had issues of some mold in the interior and it was very musty. Dang it. This thing's too powerful. It's just lightly tap. There we go. That fixed it? Yeah. So like there was mold on the seat belts and things like that. So I tried giving it a deep clean, but it never fully went away, like the musty smell. Then ended up taking it in to get checked with a mechanic, so it could be legal on the road here. And I found that it looks like the electrical had been chewed up. There was multiple different sensors complaining, all shorting to ground. And it wasn't a vehicle that was it wasn't worth sinking a ton of cash into it. Like, it also needed its brakes done and some like control arm bushes and things like that. So that's pretty normal, but the fact there was going to be a few grand to get done, plus taking it to an auto electrician to try and figure out what was actually going on with the electrical, and there's no way of knowing how much that would have cost. So ended up getting that car scrapped. So that last week? Yeah, last week. Ended up getting that car scrapped. Yay. And have been using some of the money from that, or that I had set aside for that, for my other vehicle to get the paint all kind of done up. Where's this piece of glass gone? There it is. climb up. It's not too much that has to be done, so my main vehicle at the moment is a Toyota Altezza Gita, which is also, it was sold in the States as a, I think some places it was an AS300, so a Lexus AS300, or a Lexus IS300 Sport Wagon, I think it was. So it's the 5-speed auto, which is kind of sad, but it is what it is. I do wish it was a manual. So it's a 5-speed auto with the 2JZ GE 3-litre engine. So it's got some nice pep, it's got some nice torque. It's very fun to drive. It would be nice if it had a little more power and a manual transmission, but that can always be done in the future, as they did sell some of them with an auto. Not an auto, sorry, I misspoke. With a manual. With a different engine. If you know anything about cars, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you don't, it's fine. Not everyone is interested in cars. Okay. There. Just so annoyed that they changed those years ago in this game, changed it to where it was running a local server instead of it being true single player. It runs a local server for the world, and then you connect onto that. So there's always, every now and again, slight what's it called, like slight lag, or I can see how if I drop down a block at the same time as breaking it, the block doesn't break. Things like that, which I don't remember that being the case like 10 years ago, but that's 10 years ago, like 10, 12 years ago. It's been I can't remember when they made the change. It's been quite a while. Shall we sleep? Oh, I've got a bed on me. Yeah, let's quickly sleep. Here's your place. Yep, just down here. That's been my last couple weeks. Working on getting the bouncy bed. Working on getting that all up and running. Oh, not up and running. It is running. It runs perfectly well, except for the fact it's got an engine light, but it is what it is. Runs. Doesn't drive any different. So one day I'll get that looked at. I just got to get it prepped up for our trip over Christmas, going a bit further down south, so that'll be quite nice. Be driving in going to a racetrack and driving a Radical V8. Just like, I think it's like 700 odd kilo with over 200 horsepower, so it's quite a high power to weight ratio. That's what I was talking about, where you drop down and it doesn't break. So quite a high power to weight ratio, which should be very, very fun. You get 7 laps around the track, so that probably won't feel like it's enough, but that's life. It never feels like you've got enough of something that you enjoy. Okay. Few steps up. Let's have a quick look at how this is going. I think that's quite good. Okay. Might finish off this line and then switch over to the replay view of this wall. Oh no. Let's get this block over here that we dropped. Yep. We don't want the fleshy stuff. Come on, jump up, boy. There we go. Oh gosh. It's like like I've forgotten how to play the game. It's been that long. The last time I properly played was last week when I was doing some recordings for Sea of Flames. So we're getting near the end of that series, if you're watching it. I think we've got a few more blocks to go. At the time of recording this, we've only got a few more blocks to go before that's all completed. I'll finish this up with a replay mod and I'll be right back with you. There we go. So that's one side done. Takes quite a while. So I hope you enjoyed that little clip from the replay mod. It sticks out decent amount in the ear. Just will give you a good understanding of what it's going to look like around the entire piece. So I think that's going to look quite nice. I think I'm going to cut it off there. I might have a couple other clips after this. Now, if you enjoyed, please leave a like, and I'll see you next time. Welcome back. So this is going to be the last clip for the video. Now, as you can see, we're at the top of the piece that we were working on earlier. So I've done, I think I left it was somewhere down here. So I've pulled it all the way up. There's a few different, made multiple mistakes as it is not the clearest of or easiest of builds. If you go over here, get a good view of it. Oh, have I done that? Oh, I think I've messed it up here as well. Oh gosh. Yes, I have. Oh, I'll be taking that down again. Oh, I'll do that between this episode and next episode. Yeah, that's way too high. I think that's split off too much. I'll have to compare it to the one in the creative world that I did. However, that's kind of the idea of what it's going to look like. So if we go back down into the center. Jump down, and gotta love the feather falling. Oh, I don't think we'll land easily. There we go. It is quite large. Okay, let's turn around. Yeah, so that's kind of the idea of what I'm thinking of for this space, all around the four corners. We'll get this, I'll figure out the best way to build it. I'm not sure what's going on. It's supposed to be like this here, but obviously I've stretched that out too far. And it looks terrible. So I'll probably drop it down and rebuild it. It is what it is. Well, I hope you... Oh no. Hey, you made it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time.